Welcome to my channel, Gains with Z. Today I decided to do, well, this past week I decided to do a week of workouts. So I'm taking you through my new split because it's the new year and I'm starting a new workout regimen. So for the next 6 weeks I'm going to be following this regimen. The goal, my intentions with this regimen and my goal is to grow my glutes and kind of build my back and my upper body a little bit. I am currently in a bulk. I've been in a bulk since the November, middle of November and towards the end of November. So we're probably going on about 2 months. So I'm going to continue bulking through this next 6 weeks. I may bulk for another 2 weeks after that and then go into my cut. I haven't decided yet, but for at least now I know I'm going to be in a bulk. So I'm trying to eat as much calories as I possibly can. I'm not counting my calories. I'm not someone who likes to count my calories. So I am just kind of making sure I eat 3 meals a day. I am snacking, eating high protein snacks. I can also go through a week of that as well. But yeah, so this is going to be my week of workouts for the next 6 weeks. We're going to get into it now. So my first day of the week is going to be a glute focused leg day. I do hit legs 3 times a week just because my goals are building my lower body right now, but I only do 4 exercises. So the first one is going to be hip thrusts into pause hip thrusts. So during my normal hip thrust, you just kind of go up and down at a slow pace, and then with my paused ones I try to hold it at the top for about 1 to 2 seconds and then release. I'll do both of these 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps depending on how much weight I'm going. And then we'll get into some goblet kettlebell squats. I like to do these as a glute isolation exercise in my glute days while they are still helping with the glutes. My next exercise is reverse deficit lunges. You'll probably see these a lot throughout the series. I feel like isolate the glutes and the hammies very well. And then with this set for this, we're going to finish up with some hyperextensions. I do these with weight, and then I will drop the weight and do them with just body weight. My second day of the week is going to be a push focus day. So it's going to be shoulders, chest, and tris. I'm more shoulder focused than anything. So the first one is going to be military press. I like this one because you kind of target a little bit of that core work as well. And then we're going to get into some seated overhead shoulder press. We're going to try to go as heavy as we can with these with less reps. So very pyramid-y here. I was actually on Aunt Flo was visiting during this time, so I kind of just stayed in a good range where I know I could get it but still get good work. Then I actually supersetted this with some seated front raises. Really good superset. I highly recommend that you guys try. I found this new one. So I've only been doing this for about a week and I absolutely love it and wanted to throw it into my program. Alrighty, now to focus on some triceps. This is one of my favorite ever supersets. You're just going to do some tricep pull downs into some single arm tricep pull downs. I don't know why, but this one has made sure my triceps are very toned. So the key with this is just to keep those elbows kind of glued to your side. You're really moving at those elbows. You're not having anything else bend with you, move with you, just focusing solely on those triceps. And then we're going to switch into the single arm triceps and rep those out as well. And then for our finisher, we're going to hit those shoulders one last time with some rare delt flies. This is a great alternate if you can't get on the fly machine. Just getting a cable and just doing them single arm, I know it takes a little bit more time, but a very good exercise to induct into your upper body workouts. I was looking around because there was a lot going on in the gym. But that is it for my push day. Alrighty, day 3 is another leg day. This one's going to be a quad focused leg day. So starting off with an old staple is some box squats. I love doing these. I injured my back, and so I was really nervous to do low back squats a couple months ago, and so I started doing box squats and I absolutely fell in love with them again. And this kind of goes hand in hand into where I'm building my glutes. So I feel these a lot more in my glutes than I do when I do just normal back squats. So doing these, they're kind of sit squats, kind of box squats, whatever you want to call them. I can go really heavy on these and I still feel like I'm getting a lot of work done. So this has been my new favorite for my quad days. I'm gonna follow those box squats with some front squats. You can't tell it in this video, but my heels are elevated on a 25-pound plate. So it's just allowing for a little bit more isolation on that front, on the superior side, the anterior side, so putting more pressure on my quads. I like doing these and supersetting these. If you can't tell, which we'll see next, I love supersetting these with my Bulgarian split squats, which is actually probably one of the most insane things I will ever do in my life. But hey, I love the gym, and the gym is not torture to me. So I do superset the front squats with the Bulgarian split squats. I don't really go heavy on these. I know there's some women out there that are like doing 95, 100 pound dumbbells with these, but I'm just not going to do that. I will push myself in other ways. Kudos to them though. Absolutely proud of them for that. So my superset for this workout is going to be on the leg press. I'm first going to start off with single leg press, kind of going semi-light here. I think this is about 30 pounds. And I'm going to work my way up as I go through each set. And then we're going to get into doing double leg press. And when I'm doing these, I make sure that my feet are kind of high. Well, when I'm doing the single leg ones, I put them centered on the board, but then when I'm doing a double leg, I kind of give them high and close stance so that I'm kind of isolating and targeting more of the quads, especially that VMO when I'm completing these. I give myself a little bit of time, maybe like 5 to 10 seconds in between the reps. It's supposed to be a superset, so I'm minimizing the rest to overload those muscles. Alrighty, so finishing up with this, I'm going to do my last finisher, which is my last superset, which is going to be leg extensions into single leg extensions. So I'm just going to go start here, double legged, doing 2 sets of 10, and then I drop down and do 1 leg. I don't change the weight, I kind of just use this as a burnout. And then when I do the single leg, I do 2 sets of however many I can get through. So I try to aim for 8 at least, especially this is a little bit harder since I'm not dropping the weight. Like I said, with my supersets, I do give myself a few seconds in between, 5 to 10 seconds at most, and then I'll get into it. After this workout, I did get on the treadmill for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I did join a hip-hop step class just to kind of get some cardio. I did not record in there only because it was dark in the room, and I like to just give everyone else the courtesy of not recording, especially if they're going to be in the frame. Alrighty, we're almost there. So now we have my Thursday day, which is a pull day focusing on back and biceps. I like to start with this warm-up of 4 sets of 8 of the high rows. I do these single arm. I can just focus on my form a little bit better here. Then we get into some reverse cable flies. I actually do these on the machine this time. And just look at the back gains. Look, it's so magnificent. I do 3 sets of everything after my warm-up. I did do seated rows, but I didn't record those, so those won't be included in this one. But this one I like to do just kind of slow and controlled. I would like to increase my weight as I go through my reps. And then we're going to hit some biceps. So I have the easy bar, I'll just doing some easy bar curls. Slight, and then I like to do static holds with a bicep curl, so I'll alternate between these two, holding that static curl, going for 3 sets of 8 to 10, and then switching over to the other side. I did kind of chop it up here, so we're not going to see everything, and I do give myself a 5 to 10 second rest in between that static hold, since that arm was it's still engaged, it's isometrically working. Finally, wrapping up my last day of the week, it's going to be my last leg day. It's a hamstring focused leg day, so it's kind of, I want to say, on my lighter side of my workouts, but probably not. We're starting with some deadlifts. Just love these for overall lower back body strength. 4 sets of 8 of the 4 sets, 8, 8, 8, and 6. I do try to increase their weight slowly as I can. Like I said earlier, I did hurt my back, so I do try to take those slow in weight. And then we're going to do some single leg hip thrusts. I could never figure out how to put the dumbbell on my leg. I don't know if anyone has any tips, please comment them below. But I just did those. I think I took a 40-pound dumbbell weight. This workout was also at 3 a.m. in the morning, so I was trying to be in and out. I had places to be. I actually was leaving for a flight for work, and so we kind of just had to make this quick. As you know me, I love a good superset, so those are supersetted with the front goblet squats. These I did 3 sets of 10, 8, and 8, trying to increase that kettlebell weight as I go up.
I try to do a little wide stance squat, so that's why my feet are a little bit wider than the typical, but yeah. And lastly, coming in with another superset, as you know, for my legs is going to be this leg hamstring curl. I'm going to do double leg, 3 sets of 8, and then I switch into doing single leg. I drop the weight and do single legs, 3 sets of 8 each time. I think I did 3 sets this time. Sometimes I'll try to do 4, especially because this is a really good isolation, or I'll go up, but yeah, and then that was pretty much the work.